Good afternoon, pre-algebra. Mr. Lawrence here with your flip lesson for January 31st. All right, we're going to keep looking at some polygons and interior and exterior angles. And I'm going to go through an example really good in full detail. It won't be a real long video because all these problems are done essentially the same. Let's say I have here a six-sided polygon, and I'm sure that Alexandra could tell you that that is called a hexagon. Way to go, Alexandra. All right, I want to know, first of all, the measure of x. I want to know the measure of, we're going to call this a. And then I want to know the measure of all the other exterior angles as well. So let me draw those in here. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. I have them all drawn in. And so this would be B, this would be C, this would be D, and this would be E, and F down here. Now, right now, you can't solve this problem. I haven't given you enough information. If I told you the hexagon was regular, then you could figure out X. So we're going to do this problem two different ways. We're going to first pretend that this is a regular hexagon. Okay, if it's a regular hexagon, I know, remember the word regular means all sides are congruent, all angles are congruent. So that means all of these interior angles here, they're all X. They're all the same. So if I could figure out the total number of degrees in a hexagon, if I don't have it memorized by now, then I could figure out just one of these angles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get rid of these because they're going to be in my way when I draw. Remember, I'm going to circle a vertex, doesn't matter which vertex, and I'm going to draw all my diagonals from that vertex to all the other vertices that don't have a segment drawn. I won't draw from D to E because there's already a segment there, but I will draw down to F. I will draw all the way down here, and I will draw all the way down here. I won't draw to C. Now, remember, oops, I meant to grab the X. All right, let me do this. Remember that all these angles are the same if the shape is regular. So I know it's going to bother some people that X was here. Well, this one is also X. So it doesn't matter which one I find. Okay. What does matter is that there are 4 triangles in this hexagon, and each triangle has 180 degrees. I know we're reviewing this pretty good, but you can expect to see these kinds of questions on the OAA a lot. All right, so 180 degrees. So 180 times 4 would be 720 degrees, right? Okay, that's the total number of degrees in the hexagon. Since there are 6 angles making it up, I'll divide 6 into 720. When I do that, I'll get 120. So I know that X is 120 degrees, right? Okay, that's the measure of angle X. Now, C and X together make a half a circle. So therefore, C must be 180 minus 120, which will be 60 degrees. Okay. D is 60. E is 60. F is 60. A is 60. And B is 60. They're all 60 degrees because all the interior angles are the same. There's 6 of them. 6 times 60 is 360 degrees. That should not surprise you at this point. Now that only works if the polygon is regular. But what if the polygon is not regular? Well, then we need some more information. So let me get rid of all this work here, and I will show you how to handle it then. I'm not going to want these diagonals in here. They're unnecessary for what I'm going to do. And let's see, this is F, this is A, that's B, and that's C. And I'm trying to find X, right? I am going to tell you, let's see, we're going to make angle D 130 degrees. We're going to make angle F 130 degrees. All right. Excuse me, we're going to make this 140 degrees. And we're going to make this one 140 degrees. And then we'll make this one 100 degrees. Okay. Now, from the previous example, you should know that there's 720 degrees in a hexagon. Well, that means that all 6 of these angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they must all add up to be 720. So I could write an equation if I wanted to. This is the way Mr. Underhill would do it. He would go 130 plus 140 plus 100 plus x plus 130 plus 140. And that would have to equal 720. And then he would add them all up. All right, so let me see here. I am more of a vertical adder, but I bet I can do this. I've got, let's see, 40, 70, 140. So 0, 4, and I'm going to carry the 1, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and then I carry the 1, 640 plus x equals 720. All right, one-step equation. I will solve for x. The 640 is attached by addition because it's positive. I'll subtract, and then x should equal, looks like 80 degrees, I think. Yeah, x will be 80 degrees. Okay, if I know that x is 80 degrees, A will be really easy to figure out because of the half circle. This would be 100 degrees. Okay, B must be 80 degrees. C must be 40 degrees. D must be 50 degrees. How am I doing these? The half circle. I know that's 130. That's got to be 50. E will be 40 degrees. And then F will be 50 degrees. Now, if I've done X and A properly and all the other ones, then when I add up the black ones, let's see here, we got 40, 50, another 40, another 50, a 100, and an 80. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. If I add them up correctly, you should know what I'm going to get. Let me see here. I'm going to get 10. And that's 4 and 4 is 8, so I'm up to 18. 18 and 8 is 26. Carry the 2, 360 degrees. Every time. The sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degrees. All right, not much new in this lesson, but just a little extra practice. And you'll get some more practice tomorrow. And by the way, I heard there's a quiz coming up on Thursday. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody.